answer.
All right, welcome back, guys. Are we all in?
Nie, Nizar is me.
Yeah, Nizar is me, but Nizar is talking.
Yes, you saw. Oh.
Okay. Yes, Mariana, how are you?
Yeah.
You're fine? She muted her stuff. Okay. Anyway, let's start with this question. Are you all ready for this one?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So they are saying we are supposed to find the cosine of angle AOP. So basically, is everything all right, Nizar?
Who's the meneer?
Is alles all right?
Ja, alles is alright.
Okay. So is this particular angle that we are looking for, this angle over here. So I'll call it theta now. So in order to find that angle, again, you take OA, the magnitude of OA times the magnitude of OB, times the cos of theta should equal to OA times vector OB. So it's the same one that we used before. So we know what OA is. So let's do it in parts. Let's find the magnitude of OA. So the magnitude of OA is obviously 3 squared plus 0 squared. You don't have to put a negative there when you are taking squares, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the magnitude of OA, vector OA is 5. Let's take the magnitude of vector OB. I'll give you a few seconds to see who can give me the correct answer.
7.
The magnitude of OB. I'm waiting. Someone can give me the correct answer.
7.
7 is
Which
correct.
question?
7 is correct, ne? OB is there.
Yeah.
All right, so now I have the magnitude. So basically I have these two. Okay. So let us also then maybe do the multiplication of these vectors. So I'm going to do vector OA dotted with vector OB. So that is 3, 0, -4. That comes from OA up here. You follow? Multiply by dotted with 6,
6,
-3,
-3,
2.
2.
So this is going to be a number, right? 3 times 6 is 18.
Yes.
0 times that is just going to be 0. And -4 times 2 is
-8.
-8. And this answer is 10.
Yeah.
Okay. So we can actually now continue with it. So we will say 5 times 7 times the cos of an angle is equal to 10. This implies that cos theta will be 10 divided by 35. And what is 10 divided by 35?
2/7.
2/7. So we're not looking for the angle. We're just looking for this answer. Cos theta equals to 2/7. Because it says find the cosine of the angle. It's like that ratio for 3 marks. Are we clear? Okay. Someone was coughing. Then Roman 2. Roman 2 says, given AB and OC have the same length, do we have the length of AB?
No.
Okay. So how will you calculate AB again? Position vector of the second minus.
First.
And what was our OB?
6 minus 3, 2.
It was 6 minus 3, 2. And what was our position
Yes.
vector of OC? OA, I mean?
3, 0, negative
3, 0. Yeah.
Okay, so you get 3 over there. You get negative 3 over there. And you get 6 over there. You agree? Okay. So what we are now told is that the magnitude of AB is equal to the magnitude of OC. Let me just write that nicely. Is equal to the magnitude of OC. We also know from the way the question is asked, it says, and this is always a hint, it says find the possible values of K, all right? This implies that you probably will end up with a quadratic and that you have to find two values because it's not just one value. Does that make sense to you? So the magnitude of AB, which is, did we calculate it before?
No.
Okay, so it is basically the square root of 3 squared coming from here plus negative 3 squared plus 6 squared should equal to the square root.
54.
Yeah, I'll get to the answer now. So let's take the one for OC. Now OC will be K squared. That means you have to go back all the way here. All the way here. You get it? So it's K squared in bracket minus 2K squared. So plus. And then plus the other one, which will be a big quantity of 2K minus 3 all squared. Did I write down correctly? So you can drop the square roots because we are taking square root both sides. K squared plus 4K squared. If you multiply this out, you're going to get 4K squared minus 12K plus 9. That is if you multiply that out. Eventually, you should get 9K squared minus 12K minus 45. That's what you should get eventually. You don't have to use the quadratic equation formula. You can simplify this by dividing throughout by 3. And it will give you nice answers that you can factorize. So you have 3K squared minus 4K minus 15 is equal to 0. I am a little bit lazy. So I'm going to grab my calculator. You can work it out yourself. Quadratic equation is number 3. A is 3. B is minus 4. C is minus 15. One answer is 3. You agree? The other answer is negative 5 over 3.
Negative 5 over 3.
Those are the two possible values of K. So you realize it became a quadratic, and then you have to do quite some more work. Even if you are here, you can decide to use the formula. But this is very straightforward, and then you should be able to factorize that. But if not, just use the formula and get your answers, okay? It's very important that you get those 4 marks there. And you don't lose the 4 marks because you are struggling with something. So far, so good. You're getting the idea. So before we start with the stuff, at least you have an idea. We can do one more on vectors. It's just that it's going to take quite long. Please have a look at the video that I've done on last year's paper or the year before. I'm not 100% sure. Okay. There you have the teacher's guide. You have the teacher's guide, yes? So tomorrow on page, I just want to get to that one. We're going to do that one also here tomorrow, plus the rest that is on this paper, plus a bit of the other ones. In the teacher's guide on page 205. Okay, there's a very nice one there that we can also have a look in class, or we can look tomorrow.
Yes.
Okay.
Am I going to see differentiation more?
I wanted to do something now. Are you afraid?
No.
This one also looks delicious.
Yeah.
Okay, let's look at this one then. We can look at differentiation tomorrow in class, but we are still going to continue with the vectors tomorrow in the evening.
Okay.
Okay. It's quite a diagram here. So they want us to find df. So perhaps to find df, that is from here to there. There's many ways you can go. You can go, this is what we need to find, d to f, yes?
Yes.
This is page what? This one is page 3.
3.
So to go from D to F, we're going to go DA, then AO, then OF. We together?
Yes.
But we're going to write it as unit vectors or base vectors. So this 4 represents the K. Can you see that?
Yes.
But if you go downwards and this one goes up, so you go in the opposite direction, so it's minus 4,
Negative. Yes.
negative 4K. And then you are going then from A to O. You are also going against this I, so
Minus.
it's minus 6I. And then you're going along here, which is going the sort of
Positive.
upwards, so it's plus what?
60.
6K. It's already, this one here is supposed to be, we can clean this up, right?
Yes.
So this is going to be, remember I first, then J, then K. But since there's no
Yes.
J, you will write 2K, that is 6K minus 4K minus 6I. That's it. You don't have to write plus 0J there.
Yes.
Okay. Are we together there, Linda?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, how do you find the unit vector? You take the vector and then you divide it by the magnitude. So let us find EF. So first let's find EF. So what is vector EF? That means we're going from here all the way to F. It's not like you're going along ED and then you're going to DF. Can you see that? Can you see? So it's ED. So that's ED plus DF. We already know what DF is, right?
Yes.
So how do you find ED. Let's go back to our diagram. ED.
It's not 3.
It's 3, right? Like the same like this one.
Yes.
But it's going against the J.
Negative.
Yeah, -3.
So this is minus, this over here is, it's minus 3J. You agree? And DF already determined from our answer here in this part. So we're just going to use that answer. So it's minus 3J. She doesn't know how to. She doesn't know how to mute. Natalia. Oh. Oh. Natalia. Natalia and Farah is playing a movie there. So what is this answer here? Which one
Negative
comes
6i.
first? Which one comes first?
6i. Negative 6i.
Negative 6I
Plus I
minus
minus.
3J.
Yes.
Can we write it as a vector? Negative 6, negative
Yes.
3, 2.
Yes. 2.
Okay? You follow?
Yes.
Okay. So now we're going to find the magnitude of the same vector. So I'm just going to go to the next page. So let's find the magnitude of EF.
Yes.
So it's negative 6 squared. Am I correct?
Plus
Plus negative 3 is a negative 3
yes.
squared plus
Plus 2.
2 squared. So what do you get when
Square root.
you take the square root of this?
7.
Okay. So the unit vector, something to make it basically a 1. The unit vector is going to be that vector negative 6I minus 3J plus 2K all over 7. Or you can also write it if you want to. You can also write it as 1 over 7, and then you have minus 6, minus 3, and 2. Same thing.
Oh, yes.
Say, Okay? There is an angle that we have to find. We have to find angle EFD. If we have to go back to our diagram, EFD. It's this little angle over here. Can you see that angle there?
Yes.
So if you look at, we have, in order for us to calculate that angle, right? We have to have EF, we have to have DF, which we already calculated.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to write those things down. And we also need to have their magnitudes. So, Roman 3, what was EF again? Base vectors?
EF is -6, -3, 2.
Minus 3, 2. Is what like that, right?
Okay.
Yes.
And what was DF? You don't find it in your notes.
2K minus.
You have
Minus
to
6,
first have I must first, né?
Yes.
Minus 6, minus 3, and 2. I don't know what lines these are. I'm just not the one doing those. And this one is minus 6. Help me?
I thought
0, 2.
0, 2. There's no J. What did you think? You thought what?
I'm the one doing the line.
What lines are you doing?
I thought it only applies.
I will block it. Just remove those lines, please. Can you remove them? Natalia, why must you do funny things? Even when you are getting on top now on the... Oh. What lines are you doing, Natalia? Go to your annotations and remove them.
Come on.
Okay,
Natalia.
I removed them. It's fine.
Oh.
Is it okay, Natalia? Please don't draw anything unless you want. Natalia! You see the movie she's playing? I will block that annotation. First of all, you were not there on the first for the first video. All right, we also need to find the magnitude of the vector df and also the magnitude of the vector ef. So what is the magnitude of df?
Square root of minus 6, 2 squared.
Yeah, there's no j value. And this other one?
Square root of 6 squared.
Negative 6?
Minus.
Minus or plus?
Minus.
No, you are putting it in brackets. So anything that you put in bracket will always be positive when you square it.
Yeah, minus 3.
So you get 7.
7.
So we have
Yeah.
the vectors. Let me just add a page. Now we can actually calculate. So cos theta is equal to the product of the vectors divided by the product of the magnitude. So in our case, we're going to say cos theta is equal to, our vector was minus 6, 0, and 2, dotted with negative 6, negative 3, 2. I'm not 100% sure. You must check. Is it correct like that?
Yes.
And then the product of the vectors, what we calculated, 2 root 10. I'm writing it in third form. You can also write it in another form. Times the 7.
7.
So the stuff on top, let's multiply. So 6 times negative 6, that is going to be negative 6 times negative 6, that is 36. You agree?
Yes.
0 times negative 3 is 0.
Plus 4.
Plus 4. Over 2
40.
times 7, which is 14 root 10.
Yes.
So on top you have 40 over 14 root 10.
Root 10.
So you can actually find the angle. So you calculate the angle by saying the inverse cosine of this answer. So grab your calculator and give me.
25.38.
So 25.4 degrees, can we say, to one decimal place?
Meneer, dan het ons een mistake daar gemaakt, broer.
Waar zo?
Scroll net, meneer, ga nog niet.
Product of vectors times.
Ik denk is bij die andere question.
With the previous question. The previous video.
En meneer, kan nog aangaan? Scroll net. Where we got the 2 over 7.
Oh, that one we did. We were not supposed to find the angle.
Oh, that was the angle.
No, that one we're not supposed to find the angle. That one we're supposed to find the cosine.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, remember I highlighted it there. We're not supposed to find the angle, but just a cosine. Is it in the same, or was it the other one?
That's the other one.
Is the other one there? The one from this one here.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one. No, this one we found an angle. Which question was it? You can look at your
It was
notes. 2000 and?
2015, Roman 2, Roman 1.
Okay, let me see. 2015. Scroll down. This
And we
one.
got cos theta equals to 2/7.
Yeah, it says find the cosine of angle, not the angle.
Yeah.
You get it?
Oh.
Yeah, so it's that ratio.
Yes.
That ratio, what is the ratio? Which is the 10/35, or cos theta equals to 2/7 when you simplify it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. While this other question that we did, this one was asking us to calculate the here. Use a scalar product to find angle EFT. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So just make sure that you don't mess up the two instructions. Lucille, why are you so quiet? Mariana, are you following? She muted herself. Okay. You say you know? Oh, you kill us by us here. Go to the one of 2016. It's page 7. This one. Did we get it? There we go. This one has got quite a lot of things in there. Again, it says find the possible values of P. The key word here is possible values. What does it imply?
Inequality.
Square root.
What did you say? Cubic.
Cube function.
It implies what? What did you say?
You have two answers of P1.
You have two answers of P. And they are coming from where?
From the equation that will form.
From the equation that will form. Okay. Right? So they are saying the diagram shows a cuboid, obviously starting from here, O, A, B, B, C, what is it? D, E, F, G. So that's the whole cuboid. It's just labeled like so. And the horizontal base is the one at the bottom. OA is 4 centimeters, AB is 15. So that's 5 plus the 10 more. The height of OD is 2 centimeters. The point X is on AB such that A to X is 5 centimeters. Point P is on DG such that DP is equal to P centimeters, where P is a constant. Unit vectors I, J, and K are parallel to OA, OC, and OD respectively. Find the possible values of P such that angle OPX equals to 90 degrees. What does that mean? What is our formula saying? Our formula says that the cos of an angle is you multiply the vectors there, right, over the magnitude of the same vectors. Why is it important for me to have them PO and PX? Which angle are they talking about?
PX.
Is it this,
OPX.
this angle over there?
Yeah. Yes.
Why do I put the 90 degrees there? Because they are saying the angle is 90 degrees.
Equal to 90.
Okay. So what is cos of 90 degrees?
1.
Ah,
0.
cos of 90 degrees is going to be
Zero.
what? 0. You agree?
0.
So it means that this denominator, if you sort of cross multiply, you're going to get 0 there, right? So end with 0 equals to PO times PX, because we're multiplying that with that. That makes sense?
Yes.
Okay. So how do we get PO? Look at the diagram. How do we go from PO? PO.
PX.
PO, you go from PO, you go PD plus DO. You agree?
DO.
Yeah. You go from P to D, right?
To D.
And D to O.
And D to O. Okay? Nós vamos bem marcar.
Yes.
Okay. Now, this P, I'm gonna write it in terms. I'm gonna write it in terms of vectors, né? In vector form. What is that? What is that giving you? Because you're going against.
J.
You're going against J.
Again.
So what would it be as a vector? What
J.
What will PD be as a vector? Give it to me as
0.
0.
0.
I is 0.
Minus P.
And then
minus 2.
minus 2. Are there people who don't get it?
Yes.
You see, this is JMOS, right?
Yes, sir.
So there's no I. It's
Yes,
it's must 0 I minus, you're going against J, minus what?
Oh.
PJ, and then you are going against the K, right? Minus 2K. Is that fine?
Okay.
So that's how we write it as a vector.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So DO now is the next one. To go from D to O is what?
Minus 2.
Minus.
Let's say DO. What is the I direction?
0.
What is the J direction?
P.
0. And what is the K direction?
-2.
Now what is it as a vector? Column vector form? 0, 0, minus 2. You agree?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So just record them somewhere. We are going to use them. I don't know if you can see. Or is that blue too strong?
No, it's okay.
Is it okay? So we are going to use that because we have to. We only calculated PO now, right? We still have to do PX.
Yes.
Okay. So let me just write down PO. We said PO was PD plus DO, which was 0 minus P, 0, and DO was 0, 0, minus 2, which gives me 0 minus
Mr.
P.
Max,
Yes.
Who is
how did you do DO? Did you not do DE and then EA and then AO?
No, I did PO. PO.
Mm-mm,
Go
No, I'm
from
talking
DO.
about
to go from
DO.
P to O. DO. DO has no
Yes.
direction in the I, no direction in the J. It's only in the K.
Oh, but negative.
Yeah, you are going against the. Can you see that?
Against.
Yeah. So to go from D to O, you're just going down.
Oh, you just went straight down. You
Yeah, there
didn't
is
go.
no
Sorry.
direction in I and no direction in J. Is that fine?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm.
To go from P to D, we had. No, let me just correct that P to D. Ne? Our P to D is wrong. Our P to D is supposed to be.
There's no P to D. That's P to O.
Yeah. No, here. You see, I wrote PD here. Can you see?
It's supposed to be PO.
It's supposed to be. Okay, we're gonna get PO. Is it PO this one?
I'm looking for
Yeah.
PO.
Or this is PO?
I look.
Also, there's no need then for me to do DO, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So let me just write PD here. Can I do that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's write PD. So what will P to D be?
PO.
0 I.
Yeah, 0.
It's only the J, which is minus P, and another 0 here. You agree?
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm not going down.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So these two are the ones that I was writing down here. These two are the ones that I was writing down here.
Mm.
That gives me that answer. Is that fine?
Yes.
Okay, so now I must look for PX. Now PX, I'm going to write it down here. To go from PX, look at your diagram. You go PD, you agree? Plus DO, plus OA,
Plus.
plus A. Oh my goodness. Hi, Mariana. Hi, Mariana. Looks like you are the only one. Hi, Linda. Mariana, how are you? Linda, are you on?
Yeah.
Okay. So while the other ones are coming on, you can just as well just write down my direction there.
I have it.
Okay.
Oh, it's finding PX, not. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, it's fine.
You got it now?
Mm.
The other
Yeah.
guys are struggling to get on. Okay. What is PD?
It's minus P
Give me as a vector.
minus PJ.
As a vector.
Oh, you have 4, and then you will have. But ne?
Hmm?
In this you will have like my directions ne?
PD
I
is
have
here.
minus
0.
4.
Wait first before you go. PD is 0 minus P 0. Kasho?
P diondina.
Okay, now let's write PD in. So it's 0 minus P followed by 0.
0.
What is DO?
DO is 0, 0 minus 2.
Okay, that is correct. So that is 0, 0 minus 2. What is OA?
OA.
I go to the diagram. O to A. There's only I value, there's no J, no K value. So you are going 4, 0, 0.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 4, 4, 0,
0, 0.
0. What is AX?
AX is.
That is not from here to there. So you don't have an I value, right?
No.
You only have a J value of 5.
J. So it's 0, 5, 0.
0, 5, 0. Okay. So it's 0, 5, 0. Let me just make that 0 nicely so that the other guys don't get confused. Junior?
Yes.
Okay, so you must just use your diagram. We continued here. Okay, so I wrote those things in there.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so if you add, you get 4.
4.
Then you have 5 minus P.
P. Yeah.
Yeah, the stuff on top. And the stuff under is what?
And then you have minus 2.
Minus
Minus
2.
2.
Is it not so?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what do we do now do with those things?
To find. Are we doing Roman 2?
Now find the possible values of P. It means that Px dotted with PO should give you 0.
Yeah.
Ne?
Mm.
These two multiplied together give you 0.
Yes, dot product.
Okay. Let me just add a page there. Page. Oh, where's this thing? Is making funny stuff. Okay. Could you tell me what was PO again?
PO was 0 minus P minus 2.
So you said PO was 0 minus P minus 2.
2.
It should be multiplied with PX, which we had 4. Then we have 5 minus P. And then we had negative 2. You agree?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we should multiply them to give us obviously 0.
This is 0.
So here you get 0. 0 times 4 is 0. Plus
minus 5 P.
Minus 5P plus P square.
Can I say P squared minus 5P
Yes.
Yeah.
plus
And
4?
then 4 plus 4.
Yeah.
So that
Equals
times
to
that
0.
is not so. All right. So
Yes.
basically, I can take away this 0 here. No need for it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we have now a quadratic, né?
P equals to
And the quadratic should factorize. You agree with me?
negative.
4. It's 1 and
minus 1.
negative 1. 4.
So the solutions for P would be 1
Squared 1.
or P will equals to 4.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So the moment it tells you that stuff, you must know you're dealing somewhere with quadratic stuff. Now, for the part where, in case where P equals to 9, find XP. Let me just ask you on that XP. We already have PX.
Yes.
Okay. So just give me PX again. Just want to do something.
PX is 4.
PX is what? It's 4.
5 minus P minus 2.
5 minus P and then
Minus
2.
Minus 2.
Okay. So if I have to take the other way around, then I must change the signs inside there. Okay, so let's just do that. So if I have to say XP
It's minus 4.
minus 4, then it's P minus 5. You agree?
Plus 2.
It's like you are multiplying this by negative 1. You get it? Because you are going the opposite direction. Okay. Any reason why I calculated that? Because it says, in the case where P is equal to 9, find a unit vector of XP. How do you find a unit vector?
Product of vector over product of magnitude.
Magnitude.
Vector over magnitude.
Is that how you find that answer?
Yes.
Okay. Is it Roman 2 that we are doing?
Yes.
Yes.
Just want to see. So now calculate for me quickly.
The vector is
In the case, yeah.
where P equals to 9, so this is
Find a unit vector in the direction. Okay, so what is unit vector? Let me write down. See if you can remember. To calculate
over magnitude.
unit vector, you say the vector over the
magnitude.
Okay, over the magnitude. So the vector of XP. So I can put my 9 there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
4 basically.
So basically it becomes negative 4, then 9 minus 5, then 2. You agree? Which is negative 4, 4, 2. Are we together?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to put that whole vector. Must I put that whole vector there?
Yes.
Okay. So negative.
Although the magnitude would be 6.
The magnitude of XP You get 6.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to write it here so you can follow. So the magnitude of xp is going to be -4 squared plus 4 squared plus 2 squared, square root. Is it not so? And that gives you square root of 36, which gives you 6. So that 6 is what's going to come under here. Okay, right. Are we leaving our answer like that?
No.
So we leave our
No.
answer like what?
1/6 and then the brackets of the.
You can say 1/6 and then you can put the stuff in the bracket like so.
Yeah.
For 2.
Yes.
Or you can have -4i plus 4j plus 2k all over 6. But I think this method is okay, no?
Yes.
Should be familiar with it. Lucine, welcome back.
Yes, sorry.
I'll upload, I think, the stuff on YouTube, then maybe you can follow. Okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. So,
what if we leave our answer in the like so many
like this one on top?
Yeah.
No, you have to leave it like this. This too is the same thing, but it just looks far better if you leave it in this form.
Okay.
Yeah. Now there's Roman 3. And what is Roman 3 saying?
Point Q's on the face CB.
Let me just go back to the diagram. Let me just go back to the diagram so I show you exactly what it means, okay? It says there's a point Q that is on this face. You see this face here, right? So the point Q is a point somewhere. Let's suppose Q is here, okay? It's there such that it's parallel to AG. So if you join XQ, so let me say I take the line, let's even make it red. So if I join XQ, this one here, it will be parallel to what is it? Parallel to AG, all the way up to there, okay? So these two are definitely parallel, or my arrows are showing the other direction. So there's a point Q lies on that face like I showed now, right? Such that XQ is parallel to AG. So now they want you to find XQ. So to find XQ, I must first find AG. Okay? XQ, it's possible for me to find XQ. XQ, I have a direction for, I'm listening.
XB.
To go from X to Q, you have to go somewhere here, XB, and then you have to go, I don't know, again, upwards, right? There's so many ways you can go there.
And then, I don't know.
Okay. What if I say to you that XQ, okay, XQ will be some X component that we don't know, then 10 for Y direction, and Z for the Z direction that we don't know. Because we only have this distance here. Can you see that?
Yeah.
So we only have that Y. But we don't know the X. We don't know the Z. Is that clear? Okay. So another thing that we need to find is obviously we need to find AG. So I'm just going to write this stuff down and I'm going to come back to the diagram. Let me just grab the diagram quickly and see if it will come in this way. Let me just snap it. I'm going to take a snapshot of my diagram, even all the way up to there, doesn't matter. Because for me to keep on scrolling over and over. Okay. So a point Q lies as I showed. So I said XQ is going to be some X that we don't know, but we know the Y, which is 10, that direction. And we also don't know a Z value. All right. The one that I want you to find for me is A to G. A to G. That is 15. 15J.
And then we have 2.
Okay. So it's 15J. You follow?
And then 2.
2K.
2. And 4.
Minus 4. Because we are going against.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's 15J. Plus 2K. Minus 4I. So let's just clean it up nicely. As a vector, it will
minus
be
15, 2.
Give me a vector.
Minus 4, 15, 2.
15, 2. Okay. So what does it mean? In order for those things to be parallel, then XQ should equal to some scalar quantity. So sometimes we use a lambda. Okay. Could also have used the letter K. Is that fine? So what is XQ again?
You just have 0, 10, 0.
Yes, we're just going to add it now. Just enter the page. So that is X. We don't know what X is, so not 0. We don't know, we know what Y is. Y is 10. And we don't have the Z value. We're going to say let this equal to some lambda times -4, 15, and 2. Okay? Now the ones that I can take that are complete is going to be this one. This one's here. I can calculate my lambda. Ne? So I'll say 10 equals that times 15. Or that lambda comes on the other side. Lambda will be 10 divided by 15, which is 2 over 3.
2 over 3.
Are we together?
Yes.
So, therefore, my X to Q, which equal to some X 10 Z, will equal to 2 over 3, and that's -4, 15, and the 2 there. Okay? So now, at the end of the day, my answer will be, multiply that 2 with everything there. It will be 4 times 2 over 3. What is 4 times 2 over 3?
Minus 8 over 3.
It's minus 8 over 3. What is 2 over 3 times 15?
10.
So you multiply this thing with each component. Né? So
Yes.
it's 10. And the other one? 2 over 3.
4.
4/3. You agree?
Yes.
Mm.
And that's it. Because it doesn't ask you to find those missing things. That's all she wrote.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, some nice. I can still get 4 or so, and then we'll take the other ones from the textbook just to add a little bit more spice so you can see whenever you're dealing with this question. So tomorrow, the objective will be for us to have a look through the formula. I think I've done everything in the paper except one question and except the ones for the exam. So we can also have a look at the ones for the exams, how they ask it in our exams. So it's quite clear from this that you need to know the unit product, the dot product, the magnitude of a vector, the stuff that I've indicated here from the syllabus. I've indicated this stuff from the syllabus here, which is what you need to know. You get that?
Yes.
And obviously, if you have a look at your paper, this was last year's paper 1. I just want to see what was the question on vectors there. The question on
So,
yes.
can you provide us with past question papers for 2021, 2021 and 2022?
2021 and 2022.
Because we only have 2023.
All right, we can do that. We'll look at 2023's question, this one, tomorrow as well. You want the papers of 2021 and 2022?
Yes.
Okay, I'll upload it onto you onto the WhatsApp channel. Natalia is not back.
Yeah.
Lucine is the one who
Seriously.
Okay, Lucine is the one who will come back. Okay, so tomorrow we continue. Hopefully, it's 3 days. Tomorrow, one more lesson on vectors, and then mostly like the introduction, so you can know the formula. And then I think we can also squeeze in tomorrow more questions on this, and then that should do it. So we can focus on the differentiation and integration questions. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is how we're going to look at things. We're going to look at all the past question papers on the selective topics, and then we take a few questions from the textbooks and so on.
Yes.
Okay. Then have a nice night. We see each other tomorrow.
Good night.
Okay, sir.